Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Glue Patch Studio. I'm sorry I dropped the ball on video and while I was doing this little shirt, jacket, whatever you want. It's supposed to be like a coat of many colors. Yeah, I just got so caught up in trying to get it finished, I forgot to turn the camera on. So I thought that I would just go over a few things with you that I did and show you how I did them. It's going to be strings for days because for once in my life, I have a machine that will cut the thread for you when you stop. So that is amazing. That helped out a lot, but it leaves a little bit. So, but anyways, so what I had to do is, I showed you I was just putting on a square and then sewing around it. Let me see how close you are. Okay. Like putting on a square and sewing around it. Putting on another square and sewing around it. I took the buttons off and I just took a piece of fabric. Let's see if I can find one. Okay, this one's a little wide, but I think you'll get the idea. So I took my fabric and I laid it right here, my big long strip. And I just stitched right down through there. Well, I think I had it, over a little bit further. Had it over further. And I stitched. Then I pulled it over so it's stitched, right? So I pulled it over and just wrapped it around just like that. I hope you can understand. And then it was just covered just like that. And then that's the back. I stitched. Okay, I made this one big enough so when I folded it over, it was wide enough. So then when I top stitched, it caught the underside. And I didn't do anything fancy on the buttonholes. I just cut where the buttonhole was already in the shirt. I did take the buttons off. You see, I just put my strip of fabric there and folded it over. I did take the buttons off and put them back on. And down at the bottom, I just took a piece of fabric and folded it under like that and pinned it. Stitched all around it. And then if it was real long, I cut it off. The sleeves, oh my goodness. They were so hard. I'm sorry, I got something in my throat. I did open up the bottom of the sleeve because I had to. There's absolutely no way you can sew or get to, anything on the sleeve without opening it up. So I opened it up all the way down. And this is not at all like some fine seamstress work. So I don't want y'all to be looking at it and thinking, go. Because it is for wearing one day to school. I did the same thing on the sleeves as I did the the front, this, where I put the buttons on. I took my piece and I made sure it hung over. Let me show you how I did that. I made sure it hung over like that. My strip, I made it this wide plus that wide, so it would be plenty wide enough to fold under and catch. I'm sorry, I've been outside and my husband's burning and all kind of stuff. So I took my fabric and I let it hang over and I put it, I think, yeah, I guess you'd probably say I put it right there. And then I stitched, not on the cuff, I stitched on the shirt fabric right below it. So then when I was done, I folded it over and it was stitched right there, and then I folded it under. Okay, on the end, I took this and I went around, and then I folded that. It wasn't that wide, but I folded it like that, and then I folded it back down like that, and of course this was sewn, stitched right down through there. Then I think I had to cut off some of this back here on one of them. But see, I mean, it's not perfect. It's like got places gapped open, but it's the outside we're looking at. And this side, that's a hot mess right there when you're just sewing fabric pieces to cover something. Yeah. And under the arms, oh, it was very sketchy under those arms. But I got it done, and it feels good. It feels thick. And the collar, I just put some pieces under there because I thought it was going to show. Then I decided I was going to stitch it down around so it would stay laying over. You know, it would stay folded over, not flop up and be able to see. But I did cover everything under there anyway. And I hope that I got all the squares. I'm going to have to trim a little bit. I was really just trying to get through with it so when she come to pick it up, I would be done. But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun little project. You know, and I didn't do the buttonholes. I just sliced the fabric. It would go back up in there like that. And she's little, so she's probably gonna just not worry about buttoning it anyway. Let's see what it looks like. I forgot what it looked like underneath. Yeah, so I didn't do anything extra on that side. It's just the pieces of fabric turned over with the buttons on it. It wasn't going to show anyway, so no need. And she'll probably wear this half a day, and then that'll be it. It'll be back at the thrift store. But anyways, I'm sorry I forgot, but it really wasn't a lot for you to watch. You know, it was, yeah. It was an experience, but I love a challenge, so, you know, I appreciate the challenge. I appreciate that my friends think I can do anything and they ask me to do, because I'm sure going to try. But there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and maybe you'll want to make one of your own. But anyways, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.